Okay, this side, the one that's on the left, the one they're leaning down right now, that's the one I have. And the one on the right here, if you see that angle line at the very top, that goes all the way down. We measure from the top of that angle line at the very top down to the ground, 110 inches. And that's what cannot be taken off. That goes all the way down. And that basket at the end down there, I'm going to have to measure that because that's going to be the height. I'm thinking it's just under right at 8 feet. But I get that measurement to you as well. All right, YouTube, we are trying to get this overhead crane. Well, they are. I'm not. I'm just looking. Laid over on the side. The one that's leaning right now is mine. The other one is the other driver. The left one, the one I'm carrying, weighs 85,000 pounds. The one on the right weighs 76,000 pounds. I will get with you all once we get loaded. You guys have been good about recording, huh? All right, there she goes. They're trying to lean her over. It's crazy. But this load here is going to Longview, Texas, about 360 miles down the road. At the crane. Have mercy. Have mercy, have mercy. Have mercy. And we have touchdown. Well, all right, Dan, this is what we got, man. That piece at the bottom right there is 71 inches long. And that's the part that has to lay down. Let me back up some. That's the part that has to lay down. Okay, it's gonna lay down, my bad, like this. Well, yeah, this is a better view of it. Right there is about 5 feet. If you go around to the other side, that piece there is 71 inches long at the very bottom, or this whole plate at the bottom. But the problem is, it's only 71 inches wide. Our bolsters are 8 feet wide. So we're gonna have to sit them 6 feet. And it's like that on both ends. We're gonna have to sit the dolly and the bolster at least 6 feet off. So that's gonna change our inner bridge. I hope that kind of explains it. Also, dang it. Well, YouTube, we are trying to get in this site and we are way too long. Got a forklift back there if you can see it. Hold on. Forklift back there lifting up my rear end. I think that's only like a 20 or 30 ton forklift. They got a bigger one if we need it. But he's gonna pick my rear end up and shove it around to the right. Our left looking at it. Yeah, he's picking it up now. Trying to. And trying to get into this site. I'll get back with you all in here in a moment, but it's kind of crazy. We have trailers that can do this, called steerable dollies, but somebody I don't know why we got them here. That's all I can say. We had one turn back there coming out of the site up in Jonesboro. It took us 45 minutes to make that turn because we had to inch forward, inch back, inch forward, inch back, get the trailer back over to the right some. But you know, it was all left turns, so it was easy, but it was just took time. But anyway, and the harder part about this one is I'm heavier than the other truck is, or was rather. Let me get back. Let me see what's going on here. I'll hit y'all right back. YouTube, we are here. It's Sunday, we got here yesterday. But we're a total of 147 feet long. But both trucks are here. You see the other one? It's one crane, 4 pieces that go to it. But we got here. We are here. Later. Good evening there. Well, it's late. YouTube, it's 11:33 here in Houston, Texas. Monday the 8th. Yep, Monday the 8th. Tuesday the 9th on Eastern time. By the time you all get this video, I would have put out some by now, because it's been a minute since I put some out. I had a project we were doing. There's a crane coming out of overhead crane, 2 parts to it, or 2 main parts to it. I had the heavier piece, but yeah, I was, like I said, I was a total 147 feet long. We needed steerables for this job, but we did it on pole dollars. We had 2 very, very hard turns. When we first came out of that job site, it was a 90-degree turn, and we just had to inch around, back up, inch around. It took us 45 minutes to get to that turn. We made it, and the other guy's load kind of shifted some, so we had to stop and get that worked out. It didn't get back 100%, but it was about 80% as far as going down the road straight. When you do pole dollies, the dolly in the rear is not hooked up to your 5th wheel, so you have to be straight. So we had to measure to make sure that the load was set in the middle on both sides in the rear. And then on the bolster, it has to be set straight as well. Then you go, once you set that down, you got to check the rear again. It's a whole process you got to go through. But anyway, and I'm used to doing it a different way when I used to do concrete. But we got it on down the road. And then when we got to the job site, I think, I showed you all where we had to get a forklift to actually pick up the rear end of the load and drag it around or push it around. Because we didn't have enough turn. We're 147 feet, and that intersection might have been 100 foot wide, so we were missing 40 feet of real estate. But we got it taken care of, got it done. Then that was our Saturday. I stayed in Longview, Texas, Saturday and Sunday, and then this morning we went down there to get unloaded, but we got there about 8 o'clock. We didn't get unloaded until about 4 o'clock in the evening. So but once we got unloaded, I came on down to Houston because I got to get the service on my truck. The other guy, he'll be down later tomorrow or later Tuesday. That was wasn't as much work, but it was mentally taxing because of those turns. There's only 2 turns that were real, real rough, but they were rough. So far today we only did like 220 miles a day from Longview down here, roughly 4 hours and 9 minutes of driving. It wasn't too bad, about right at a little over 60 miles an hour, I think. Getting down here, I'm at a truck stop right down the street from our shop, so I'm climbing the back here, get my clothes and stuff straightened out, because I did wash this weekend, wash my dishes, and all that kind of good stuff. I don't know if I took my medication or not. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I did. Anyway,
other than that, people, I'm gonna call it quits for the night. I'll get with you all tomorrow. I do have a good run coming up. I'll tell you all about that when I actually get it. Other than that, y'all be good to one another. Watch how you speak to people. Watch how you speak to people. I know y'all heard me say it before, but smiling faces tell lies. And if you say something to offend somebody and you think it's okay because they're smiling, you better look at their eyes. You better ask them genuinely, did that offend them in any kind of way? And I'm not talking about all this superficial stuff. You know, this stuff that's, no, I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is if you make a sexist joke or remark racist, and you think it's a joke, and it's not really a joke to the person you're telling it to, and you're thinking, hey, and it's, you know, they got to let you know as well, but it's still on you because you said it. You can't unring that bell. And just be careful how you speak to people, because you just never know what somebody's going through, how they feel and all that kind of stuff, you know. And I'm not saying you have to tiptoe around people, but certain things are just inappropriate to say to people. It's just inappropriate. And unless you're friends with them and you know how they are and they know how you are, if it's and I'm also talking about when you go to a stranger, you try to talk to them and you just, you know, go out the side of your neck because you think you can. Be careful with it. I experienced that this weekend, not from me to somebody else, but somebody else to somebody else, and yeah, I had to step in there because they were not comfortable at all. And it was a young person. There was a 30-year difference in mindset and in age and all that. And the 22-year-old did not appreciate what was being said. But because she was smiling, the other party thought that they were okay. No. And I had to step in because it reminded me of my daughter. And I wouldn't want anybody to talk like that to my daughter, no matter what kind of industry she's in. So y'all be careful. You know, you just never know. Love one another. Pray for one another. Continue to do for others without expecting anything in return. Other than that, G-Pud is out.